Back down the corridor of power, there echoes that ghostly hour when atomic technology came to this land. Fluoride, it was used, the essential key to process the elements uranium to plutonium for bombs, you see. And so the plot was complete, and notwithstanding hazards, radiation came in a second rung to fluoride's toxic challenge. No one knew what it did, so tests they were arranged on unsuspecting citizens of Newburgh, New York State. The authorities must have been pleased they kept a secret file, and to allay people's fears they gave them another picture. They said, essential nutrient, it's so good for your health. You need it in the water, which we will do forthwith. So our trust turns to rust. This we must tell our sons, tell our daughters. There's poison in the water. But what was it that was hid? Was someone telling lies? Though people raised their voice to ask, they were vilified. The tests, they were arranged, and certain people paid. It seems that these tests have been going on for decades. Now it is declassified, which means we get to know. And it seems that someone's motives were stooping very low. They said it was so good for you, but that was not the truth. Your teeth fall out, your bones just rot, and all with scientific proof. Its poison fumes, a toxic waste, a corrosive rat killer. It accumulates slow, so you don't know it's bad for brains and livers. The list goes on and on and on, but nearly no one knows. And as there's been a cover-up, I hope that it's exposed. So our trust turns to rust. Tell we must. Tell your sons, tell your daughters. There's poison in the water. There's poison in the water. The nuclear dawn has spawned such a deadly tide. Oh, but what shall we do? Keep it all inside? Or sing and tell and dance about those who lost their teeth? Our children who grew up with bones as brittle sticks, deformed by toxins and the things we eat and drink. Shall we survive if we accept the lies of this deceit? It may seem stark, it may seem mad, and that there's no good news, but we can make the world we want only if we choose. Whatever is the cost, what could be the regret? To try and live our lives to clean up this hateful mess. And even now, respectable, responsible people in power, the ones we have grown up to trust, keep this fluoride myth alive. It's doctors, dentists, statesmen, the ones in the know. Don't ask me why, but they can spark put fluoride in the flow. And at what cost this act? Who do they think they are? If this is good authority, then maybe they can go. Because if you poison the people, you'll make them very mad. Do we accept docility or to decide that we've been had? And so our trust turns to rust. This we must tell your sons, tell your daughters. There's poison in the water, poison in the water, poison in the water, poison in the water. That's not all. That was many years ago. Many years ago. Nowadays we get the scrapings from the chimneys of the carbon phosphate fertilizer industry, and this is what kind of fluoride gets to us today. And is it all for the sake of little children's dental care? I think not. It is put there to dull and tame our brains. So our trust turns to rust. This we must tell your sons, tell your daughters. There's poison in the water, poison in the water, poison in the water, poison in the water. So if there's any truth in this, then maybe someone knows. And if there's been a cover-up, let's make sure that it's exposed. Poison in the water, fluoride in the water, poison in the water. And so our trust turns to rust. This we must tell your sons, tell your daughters. There's poison, poison, there's poison in the water, poison in the water, residue of atomic experimentation. Poison in the water, poison in the water, poison in the water.